Shannon, you're not under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in court.
That car needs to be pulled back unless there are witnesses.
Oh my God, man. Billy, man.
It's been hell. It's just been hell.
It's a remote stretch of pavement along Highway 60 in central New Mexico, just outside Mountain Air. Today it's cold, breezy, and a little overcast. But on a bright, sunny Saturday afternoon last fall, this spot was ground zero for chaos and tragedy. September 21st at mile marker 204, 12:45 p.m., all hell broke loose and lives were changed forever.
Meet Mountain Air residents Billy Weinman and Carl Baumgartner.
You know, we were kind of like two grown men acting like a couple of kids at times. As a friend, he was a really great guy. We shared interests in sports, in films that we liked, music that we liked.
Carl is a retired machinist. Billy, a retired Park Service ranger. And when it came to the out-of-doors, Carl and Billy were inseparable and avid hikers and bicyclists.
When the weather was nice, about twice a week, we would do like a 20-miler around town. There's a lot of nice dirt roads around Mountain Air.
And when they rode, safety was always a top priority.
We always relate to each other. If there's a car back or car front, we have rear view mirrors on our bikes that we check. I've been riding bikes all my life, and Billy has too.
September 21st last year would be their last ride together.
He called me Saturday morning and he said, I feel like I need to get a little workout in. And I said, well, do you want to go for a hike? And he said, no, let's just go on a little bike ride.
They rode west of Mountain Air, stopping for lunch at the San Lorenzo Church.
But we ate our lunch and then we got on our bikes and headed home.
Billy was in front, Carl behind, and then just outside the town limits, a black SUV traveling at least 45 miles an hour struck both bicyclists. The impact launched Carl into the brush. Billy was flung 60 feet.
Where's your emergency?
I'm right outside of Mountain Air.
What's the address?
I have no idea. It's just right outside Mountain Air.
Are you on the road?
Yeah, 60.
Okay.
There was two bicyclists and I hit him. I clipped them with my car.
Okay, are they injured?
They're both laying on the ground here. Yeah.
They're both on the ground?
Yes, they're both on the ground. One is breathing, I believe. The other one is not. He's not moving. They were on the side and I couldn't get over and I clipped them.
First responders rushed to the scene.
Can you tell me what happened, sir?
We were riding up and suddenly, boom.
Where are you, on the side of the road, middle of the road?
Side of the road.
Okay.
Someone didn't see us, I guess, and pulled over. And how's Billy, my friend?
Not too sure yet.
Is he okay?
Yeah, they're working on him.
In fact, Billy Weinman was dead.
Sir, you're going to be landing on Highway 60?
Carl Baumgartner was airlifted to Albuquerque.
All right, basically what we got, bicyclists close to the white line. Lady started veering to the right, never veered back.
The driver of the black SUV, Shannon Murdoch.
Okay.
And in Torrance County, they don't call her Ms. Murdoch. They call her Your Honor.
Hi, I'm Shannon Murdoch, and I'm a district court judge with the 7th Judicial District.
Judge Murdoch was appointed to the district court bench in 2017. On September 21st, she was on her way home when she struck Billy and Carl.
We're going to do a crash investigation. Part of the crash investigation where a person has been injured or killed, we do the standard field sobriety test. Have you heard of the standard field sobriety test before?
Yes.
Can you touch the tip of that pin? Thank you. Keeping your left foot planted on the ground.
1001, 1002.
So Shannon, from all the indicators and tests that you've participated in today, from my interviewing with you, I have no indicators or clues that you've consumed any kind of alcoholic beverage that affected your driving today.
So what happened that day? Well, we know weather was not a factor. At the time of the accident, the sun was overhead and the pavement was dry. This stretch of Highway 60 is straight as an arrow. The bicyclists were wearing bright clothing, and because there is no shoulder, they were legally riding on the right margin of the roadway.
There are no skid marks at the point of impact, nor is there evidence Judge Murdoch applied her brakes or veered to avoid striking the riders. Front-end damage indicates the SUV plowed into the bicyclists at full speed.
Did you not see them when you were driving, or?
Yeah, no, I didn't see them. And then when I did see them, I couldn't get over.
Christy Chavez witnessed the accident and provided a detailed statement.
There's a couple of bicyclists over on the right-hand side, right there on the white line. I was able to go around them because I had the passing lane, so I was able to go around them. And I looked in my rearview mirror, and I seen this black SUV, and it was right in the white line. I just told myself, please let that car move over. Please let it move over. And about that time, it hit the two bicyclists. And then I said, oh my God.
After being read her rights, Judge Murdoch declined to answer questions.
Shannon, it's 15:10 on the day of the crash here. I just wanted to notify you that you are not under arrest and you're not being detained. You're just being part of the crash investigation.
To determine whether Judge Murdoch was distracted, she was asked to surrender her cell phone.
The reason why the detective is asking to do that is because it's part of the crash investigation where a death has occurred.
An investigation determined she had not been using her phone at the time of the accident. However, News 13 has learned the judge had a second phone issued by the state. That phone was not turned over to authorities and has not been analyzed by investigators. So why didn't the judge swerve to avoid hitting the bicyclists? Investigators will determine whether her actions were careless or reckless. Due to a conflict in Torrance County, the case is under review by the San Juan County DA. Carl Baumgartner suffered extensive injuries and was hospitalized for a month. He is expected to make a full recovery.
How has this accident impacted your life?
Physically, it's huge, and financially, the medical bills, the air ambulance bills, those will be a huge burden. But the biggest thing was losing my friend, my good friend.
He was so much fun. He laughed. He enjoyed life.
Irene Weinman is Billy's sister.
It was instantaneous for my brother. A blessing in some regards. But I didn't get to say goodbye. And I just didn't expect his time to come so quickly.
Carl's wife, Samantha, remembers their friend Billy.
He just made our lives so much richer. And he's just left a huge hole. It's just going to be an empty place where his smile and his laugh used to be.
Larry Barker, KRQE, News 13.